Gabe Medina go nearly perfect in his heat, Flick. And now we got the GOAT out in the water, K.Slater. Straight to it here, straight in the barrel. Has to get past the foam ball. The foam ball eats up K.Slater, handing over priority to his challenger, Flick, Ramzi Boukhiam. Finally qualified for the 2023 Championship Tour, and unfortunately injured himself before the start. But here's a big one and a big opportunity for the Rockin' Moroccan, but he goes down horribly. That's maybe the worst place to wipe out. I'm going to ask you, Michelle, on that.
Yeah, it could have been the easiest one, you know.
It was the easiest one.
Yeah. So we'll see. Kelly's going on that one.
Here we go, Slater. Who's from the channel? Big open cave. He comes through in a big way, K.Slater, and continues his assault for the 20th year here at the end of the road. Felicity, I mean, I don't know. He's looking unstoppable.
Do his Kelly's thing. Like I didn't understand why he paddled on his first one. He probably wanted to get the second wave of the sets. You know, that's something that we have to think about and ask him later, because you know, obviously, like the second wave is always bigger, and that way, like Ramzi would have gone on the first one and him to be on the second wave of the set. So that worked out well.
That was such a big, roomy barrel for Slater, and he's rewarded.
Wind down when you can, because you know there's no winding down out there. It's full throttle.
Right on. Quarterfinals must feel good already, but there's still room to grow.
Yeah, big fun heat with Gabe. He's kind of the king out here, so.
And so there's this connectivity through Polynesians because of that migration through the Pacific. And we had big swells migrating through the Pacific that make big barrels like Ramzi Boukhiam in and out, and that's going to be the start for the Rockin' Moroccan, Flick, and he's answering back to that 8.83 from K.Slater. Well, let's take a look at some replays, Flick. This one for Ramzi. We're waiting for this score.
Yeah, this was you know what? On second thoughts, I mean, this actually had quite a lot lengthy chew time. I mean, when I initially watched it, for some reason, I didn't think he spent that much time in the barrel, but it kind of gave him that second section at the end there. So I feel like this is going to be a great wave to keep it pace with Kelly. And I mean, you can see that you can't see his board at all for quite some time.
We see the water drawing off the reef. We see Slater paddling into this one. Drops in, gets a big pump, disappears, foam ball. Giant spin for Slater, and Michelle Perez says, I don't think so.
So this is great. And then out behind at the back, this was Kelly's attempt. I mean, look at the bend on this wave. I mean, wow. You got to think maybe he was just super casual in the beginning there. If he'd, I don't know, so much easier said than done. Like, wow, okay, hindsight's the perfect science right now. But, that was just an incredibly blue crystal barrel. But, yeah, just way too deep there. Just absolutely getting obliterated. Wow.
Staying busy here. Once again, dragging the body behind the current. A little foam ball ride on the way out for K.Slater. And staying consistent right there, making sure that he has a backup smart surfing for Kelly as well. In and out.
Yeah, he doesn't have priority, so he just want to put pressure on Ramzi, and this is what I like from Kelly. As soon as he comes out of the barrel, he kind of do a little turn to go back straight. You know, that kind of give a little plus, you know, on that wave, and I know the judges can see that they like it too.
Number comes in for Slater. Watching this in slow motion as a flat 6. And just the technique again. So beautiful. And just that high exit that you talked about, this right here, Michelle, like straightening out, showing full control.
Yeah, he shows that he has full control, and he's just different than anyone else.
SHISEIDO Tahiti Pro, and here comes K.Slater dropping into this one, pulling up, pulling in, riding over the foam ball. Slater does it again. He's leading Ramzi Boukhiam in quarterfinal number 1. Is Kuiper along with Flick Palmentier and the Spartan Michelle Perez on the call here. He's the man. What are you going to do, Flick? That's it.
so good. I mean, right here, he was super deep there. I mean, he was riding the foam ball at the end, and just such a great read on wave selection and positioning. I mean, he's done that a couple of times now. Back in the round of 16 heat this morning too, he rode that foam ball, almost got bucked off. I mean, it's impressive.
Michelle, at this wave, is K.Slater a sorcerer?
Oh, of course he is. Oh, man. You know,
because he's casting a spell right now at Teahupo'o.
Yeah. You know, they have a good relationship. They know each other for a long time.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, this is his 20th event. 20th event here at the end of the road. Look at the numbers there for Slater. That's the backup now. That's 7.83. He opened up with an 8.83. He's on an absolute roll.
You know, he's the kind of guy that should have been on tour like way earlier, you know. Oh, there we go.
Here we go, opportunity, long wall, couple of pumps here, way deep, way back in this barrel. Spin, and he comes out. Fired back, Ramzi Boukhiam. Talk about rock and roll. Look at this, Michelle.
Hey, seriously, I gave up. I thought he wouldn't, like, he was way too deep. Look at that.
Oh my.
I gave up on him. You know, I'm his friend, but I gave up on him to tell you that he was that deep in a barrel. That's incredible, man.
Oh, man, the 3 pumps before that and then having to clear that foam ball flick.
I feel the judges are going to love this, because any time when someone has been on that foam ball for a prolonged period of time, the score has come through high, right? But he rode from behind the foam ball over the top of it and then projected out in front. It was insane. I mean, look at this angle. He just went through one whole big section. Like, the time on the foam ball for me has just been really the difference today. And I feel like that was the clearest demonstration of it.
Look at the numbers. Look at the numbers. One judge goes 10, a 9.8. Ramzi, tenacity.
The fact that he could ride come from behind the foam ball. We'll get back to that. Kelly's going.
He can come back for 8.31 is what he needs. Stalls, gets in the barrel, little side slip action on the way out. Shorter barrel, not the type of drama that we saw in some of the previous rides. He needs an 8.31, so it needs to land somewhere between his 8.83 and his 7.83 on that occasion. I want to get your initial thoughts, Michelle.
You know, after trying do what he did, and it's just Ramzi did, you know, better on his last one, and that's what it's cool about surfing world.
7.07, not enough for K.Slater, so it's been a inspiring victory for Morocco in quarterfinal number 1. Ramzi Boukhiam overcomes K.Slater, the best to ever do it over here at the end of the road. Ramzi, he's into semi-final number 1. Just incredible stuff.
Oh, thank you, Kaipo. Ramzi, that was pure. That was radical. What a moment. And you actually said something to Kelly before you got that good wave. What was transpiring in the lineup before that big one you got?
Well, he was in the perfect rhythm, to be honest, because I took the first wave, I fell, and then he got his 8, and then I went on a 7, and then he got another one he then never made, but a crazy one. So I was kind of out of rhythm in terms of bombs. So at the end, I needed a 9 point something, and I told him, man, I'm gonna wait for a huge one. To at least, I mean, I don't know if I want it, but I was gonna go on anything, you know, to at least go out on my shield. But then I saw this super west one, and I said, maybe if I'm really deep, I can make it happen. And I was super deep. Honestly, when I took off, I looked there, I was like, there's no way I make this thing. But I just gave a huge pump and hold tight, and I guess I fumbled the whole way and landed on my board and made it. I was tripping out. Not the biggest, but maybe the deepest barrel of my life, for sure.
Longest, deepest barrel of your life. Not a lot of humans will experience it. Does time stand still in a tube like that?
For a few seconds, yeah. When you're riding, it's like a cloud, you know, you're like, you never know if it's gonna suck you back in or let you out, you know, and yeah, I made it. I said, I came back to the outside, I said to Kelly, bro, there's no way that's not a 10. That's what I said.
Is this a surf contest, or is this some dream that we're all having right now?
No, of course, we stay focused, we want to make heats and stuff, but man, it's a dream. Are you kidding? It's crazy. Man, I'm surfing against the best ever at perfect jobs. This is what do you want more? Nothing.
You just beat the best ever at perfect.
I beat him, I know. I beat one of the best, maybe the best ever here. and yeah, in crazy conditions. So I'm super happy, and I have 2 more heats to go. So let's go.
We got 2 more heats. Keep that energy, Ramzi.
Oh,